segment 2.
So this is part 2 to the conversation with the Queen. Say your name again, Queen.
My name is Na Ayoko Mawasa Mpese Asafwanya the first. I am the first Rasta warrior queen here in Ghana. You know? Mpese mean dreadlocks. Rasta. Me a Rasta queen here in Ghana. That's what it means. Oh. I am the first.
And her outfit, by the way, is made all by her. Everything is done by her here in Ghana.
This is my warrior. Her warrior clothes. This.
And you should see her walk. You will know it's a warrior coming. So I decided that it's important to do it in segments. So this segment number 2. Now she's going to elaborate on her childhood, growing up in the UK, with the power that she came back with. So finish telling us about your experience as a child.
When the police come and realize, when they knock the door and they see me scream when me see them face, them realize, that my mother wasn't battering me. Is that when me see people face, I will scream, especially white face, I will scream. You get me? I would scream when me see a white man face. Me cry when me see white man face. You get me? So, all right now, you know, when me ask my mother from the day me could have utter 2 words, yeah, who am I and where me come from, my mother must say look at my father and say, weird, what kind of picnic this is? I come ask who she is.
How many children did your parents have?
My mother born 4 in Jamaica, 4 in England.
Did the 4 in Jamaica grow up with you in England, or?
No, them never grew with me in England. Okay. 4 grow in Jamaica, 4 we grow in England.
Okay.
You get me? Me never have no auntie. Me never grow with no auntie. Me never grow with no uncle. Me never see no cousin. It's just my mother and my father out of them family reach England.
And that's a normal immigrant thing. When you immigrate, you're basically pretty much alone. Now, the 4 that you are talking about that were in England, UK.
Yes.
We refer to England as UK.
Yes.
Are they boys and girls, or?
2 boys and 2 girls.
Okay.
I am the 6th. My mother born 8. I am the 6th born.
Okay.
I'm the 6th born.
Okay.
So growing up with my mother and father, when they realize who and what I was, yeah, because I'm the one who taught the truth. From the day me born, me taught truth. You get me? So growing up in the UK amongst my parents, yeah, it's like, through the way I was, it's like they had me in charge of the house. It's like I was the one who ruled that house.
So basically they honored your special, unique person that you were.
Yes.
They did not say something is wrong with my child.
No, they never said nothing. Yes, they knew. Plenty people from the age, from I was 6. I remember when I was 6, 7, 8, 9. And the people used to come from far, come out the yard. Yeah, and at the age of 6, yeah, if you come to 13 Instone Road,
that's the address in UK?
In a Radford there. If you come there, sir, and you never chat right, you're talking when you come there and you never talk right. This is from the age of 6 to 9.
Yes.
I would have looked upon the people. Me look upon my mother and my father friend and say, wait. You mean if you say you come all the way from Fosdale Road, come at Instone Road, if you come chat some, I said, better you did stay at your yard.
And you're 6 years old.
And I was 6.
And how did
my
they take
father,
to you?
Let me tell you what my father used to do. My father, him born the first of me. And he was a very, 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 very shy man. You know? But I'm born in July. I'm outspoken.
Right.
So when my father hear me talk.
And take control.
And take control. My father would have the newspaper like this. He would look at the newspaper. Next thing you see, my father would get up like this. Then he will read the paper. Then he will enter upstairs. He will go upstairs to his bedroom.
Okay.
My father And mother never looked at me one day and said, girl, stop your feistiness. You too damn rank and feisty. My mother and father never ever tell me to keep my mouth shut yet when I'm talking truth. When I talk, because of my truth, my mother and my father respected me for that.
They understood. They understood.
My mother and father.
Let me say, they understood that you were a special, unique child. No other one of your siblings.
My mother and father never put nobody before this child. They never put none of them friends before this child. You couldn't go and talk to my mother and father, said this child is something. Because before my mother and father believed you, the big people were, they were going to call me.
Okay.
But I said, P, how the story go?
Okay.
And me, being of somebody who talks the truth, I will tell you the story from the beginning, I will tell you the middle, and I will tell you the end.
Okay. Let's pause there for a minute, because we want to stay on track.
Yes.
Because I know you've lived a long time.
Yes.
And so your story is very riveting.
Yes.
And, you know, we could be here. Your story should not be done in a half an hour.
Yes.
Or an hour. You know, so I'm breaking it up in segments, people. But what I wanted to know is, what was your experience in the educational system there in the UK?
In the educational system in the UK.
Because you're different.
Let me tell you what we went through. When we stepped foot go a white man's school, yeah? We in the UK, yeah, it was spot the black. Not much black people was there, yeah? So we going to school in the UK and be a racism we got through.
How did you handle that?
Huh?
How did you handle that?
How did I handle that?
Because you are a truth-driven person.
How did I handle that? Let me tell you how we handle that. We beat white man in England there.
Fight.
White man used to come our school gate. The place, when the white man come our school to fight the blacks, crowd of whites used to come to our school. And we the blacks in the school, when we're coming out of school, is be a white, but we have to fight white man.
So let me ask you a question then. So you're telling me that, is this high school?
This is high school.
High school.
Yeah.
So this is other young people of white descent that came to your school and you all would fight.
We'd have to fight. We fight anywhere.
But how was your education part?
Let me tell you how the education go. Let me tell you how the education go. Yeah, in our UK there.
For you as a black child, especially outspoken.
Huh?
You know?
Me as a outspoken somebody, huh? From the time I was like 12, 13, I wear my red, gold and green socks, go to school. The white man look at me, the teacher look at me. Let me tell you the things that what we got through in high school. When the white man see me in my red, gold and green socks, the white man tell me to take it off. Me not take off my socks. So the white man take him leather gloves, the teacher, and slap me across my face with his leather gloves. Through the racism, what we was going through there, it's like the black people, we formed our own group. Okay. You get me? We formed our own group. And our group was back to Africa. Because when we was going to school, 12 and 13, who say natty natty? I say natty natty. Who say natty Congo? I say natty Congo. Back to Africa movement. Back to Africa movement. And that was from the age of 12 and 13.
And that was your chant.
Huh?
So knowing that, they know that now. They know that they have a person in the school that is not going to submit.
Plenty of us never submit.
They're not going to subjugate you. They cannot subjugate you. Did they still teach you how to read and do mathematics?
Yes.
And how did that go?
Yes.
Was it because
let me tell you all the whites.
Was it because you had black teachers?
No.
Okay, so they still taught you to read and write, even though they knew.
They would teach you to read and write. But when you get on to the senior years, it's bare racism we got you. Bare racism we got you, yeah? Yeah? We learned to read and write, but we was going through the racism. But let me tell you now, we now who born our children there, their racism was even worse than Fiwe.
The next generation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Because you could even, when you see the children them who was born there, yeah, in the UK, you know, and all of them, yeah, most of them will carry their African names.
Okay.
In the UK.
And you know, what you're saying to me right now is pretty much the way it is, even in the America, because as my audience know, I was born in Jamaica and raised in America. You know, I've been in America for many, many years. And so, you know, some of the problems that we deal with is in the educational system when they do not educate you. They educate some and some they don't. So the fact that you show these strengths early on, I thought maybe the teachers would, you know, treat you in such a way that you would not be able to get what you came there to get.
I was. You see, when it comes to mathematics, running was my best subject. Mathematics.
So you used to run?
Yeah, man. I was a sprinter. Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I was a sprinter there, but I didn't want. I could even be on TV right now.
Okay.
But I know I didn't want no British
That wasn't
title.
yeah.
I didn't want to be known as British.
Right.
You get me? Or have anything British about me.
So you did. You
so
just did it for the
Yes. So the times that our children that was going through now, they make your children go to school, then they wait. They wait for the mock, the 4th year. When your children enter into the 4th year in the school, they would do the most to get your children out of school.
Okay, so 4th grade is when they shift. Is it more towards the boys than the girls?
Whether you is boy or girl, from your black.
Okay.
They want you out of school. You get me? From the 4th year.
Wow.
You get me?
Wow.
Knowing that in the 5th year, no other school is going to take you on. You get me? This is what they did.
Okay, so let's move ahead far. You graduated high school there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you go to college?
No, sir.
Okay. So you tell me about your young life there.
My young life was
did you get married, children, what?
Because I was a vexed child growing up.
Vexed?
I was
to the
vexed.
American people means angry.
I was vexed. I was vexed.
Yeah, always upset.
Because I rise. The way I felt is, I went down fighting these, then I have to rise up again fighting these people. So I was vexed with my mother, and I used to ask, why you left Jamaica and come born we in the UK for? Why you leave Jamaica, come to England, come born we in England for? Why you do that? And every day we get up, we have to fight the white man. Why you do that for?
Okay, and on that note, I'm going to pause, and we're going to go into that answer in one moment. So, thank you. Let's talk and grow with Miss Rushumba. My guest, as you know, the Rasta Queen, she is very passionate about telling her story. I hope there's no one offended by her description of the group of people she grew up and born amongst. That is not my intention, and I hope it's not hers. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Her truth, her story is her story. So I'm glad that those that are listening, I hope you have an open mind, an open heart, and to understand that none of us get through this world without a story. And myself as the hostess, my job is to have a platform that one can tell it so that we can bring forth healing in the world. Because silence is golden, but not always. And if you like what you see, please watch out for part 3 coming up. And I will be doing, well, let's put it this way. Thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. Share and leave a comment. Yes, leave a comment. So I have 2 more parts after this. And hopefully you will tune in. Thanks again for being a viewer, a participant in the healing of the world. Bless.